Welcome everyone to another weekly analysis recap, and let's get into it. Starting by Euro USD. So it didn't really present any opportunity. It did actually present the opportunity, but I was not really looking at it at the time. I was looking the day after it, which was a little far from a place that I wanted. I could have take this entry, but I didn't. My original trade last week paid about 400 plus pips on this one, and last week we could also get another 200 pips or at least 160 pips, but I missed this trade. Um, Usually I will take the majority of my trade on the first push from the original entry and I let a runner go, but this one I decided to wait for another coming back down to full DMA, which didn't. It's okay. Currently hit the level, playing around it, and anytime now it should, come down for the induction. So we're waiting on this one. I'm gonna make it yellow. GBP USD, pretty much same thing. It didn't really present any opportunity to us if you look at it in here. None of my entry criteria was met, although I could have seen it and know uh, all this couple weeks. We knew what's going to happen, but entry criteria was not met and still is not there, so we still gonna keep it on red. US dollar, Canadian, pretty much same thing. There is momentum. You can see that our previous entry, it could have go another 150 pips to the downside if we would have hold anything, but I usually don't like to stay that long for that small bit of a move. I prefer something like this. And yeah, I'm not really feeling like I missed something. This would have been a nice entry here, and if you could have leave it up to here. Still, the reason I'm showing you these that you could have done and I didn't because you can buy these indicators, well, technically rent these indicators from me for the DMA and GPG levels, and with renting it, then you have options to use it different ways because I have my own rules, but it's pretty clear sometimes. And if you're a scalper or if you're a swing trader, you can get in and out much quicker or stay longer than me. I'm usually call myself day trader, and day trader not necessarily means that you hold only during a day. If 2, 3 days, you still are considered a day trader inside 1 week. So if you keep it for 2 weeks and longer, then you are a swing trader. But I'm a day trader, so I take it within the week or 3 to 4 days. I'm gonna show you in Eurocat. USD Canadian still has the momentum to continue pushing it down. I won't be surprised. And I'm waiting for 140 area for now. The number can go lower, but as of right now, 1.40, it's the area of interest for me to see price coming back up there to induce. Next one, Euro Canadian. Stop video here. Euro Canadian. So last week we called Euro JPY and Euro Canadian. And the time that I called it was Friday. I sent it to the GPG VIP channel. Hope you guys got it. And I explained that everything looks good. We had the hit to the DMA. The reason I called it on Friday was that I wanted to see a nice rejection and bullish engulfing to the DMA, and I didn't. I did see one rejection and then a bullish engulfing after that, but it was already late. I was okay to miss it until I saw that it came back to DMA one more time, tried to break it, came back up and rejected it. So because of the because of being Friday and also a bank holiday right now, the banks are closed in North America. So, because of the bank holiday here and the way it was looking, especially looking at 1 hour, This break to 4-hour DMA came right to the level and gave me a bullish engulfing closing above both level and DMA, following by one more here and couple more, break and rejection of the levels. This is basically where I took my entry, but because it was Friday and bank holiday, so it's kind of a two-side knife if you know what I mean. So in one hand, you could have this could have turned bad for me because it was bad days of the week. It was Friday, and on the other hand, because it was a bank holiday and kind of banks are closed, low volume, that can help market maker to manipulate the price, in my opinion. And they usually do it in the day times when less people expect it, like these weekends. So I took half risk to be into the move if it happens and not lose so much money if it doesn't. So I think it kind of a smart move here. So I took my trade here, and the start of the week it just pushed it up, and within um start of the week, if I put it here, within 10 hours into the market open, we hit about 185 pips on this chart, on this pair. I'm already out on this mostly. I still have a runner, but I'm waiting to see price coming back down to um, this area. I want to watch it a little bit more to see if I'm gonna get another entry on this. We had a really nice trade last week here, actually 2 weeks ago, starting from here, and we took it up to here with 400 pips and another almost 200 pips here. Totals this to about 600 pips on this pair. And it's important to see there is a lot of days we were not in the market and it weren't just going in any place. But in the right time and right place, you should take the action. So this about EuroCAD. Let's go GBP Canadian. This one pretty close to EuroCAD, but I just didn't like DMAs starting to get far from each other without being close to it. In 1 hour, it was a giveaway actually, but without having the 4-hour confirmation, I don't usually go to 1 hour to look at it. But if you would, it would have been a nice 100 something trade here as well. USD JPY. This one, we were waiting for the entry here. I was waiting for a 4-hour DMA to be hit. It did not. Therefore, I didn't take any entry. But 1 hour was pretty respectful. This level specifically 143,600 was a pretty nice entry, and it came there multiple times. For now, I'm just gonna make it red because I don't believe it's gonna go any lower, and it's gonna be in induction mode. And Euro JPY. This one also was called last week, same time as Euro Canadian around this area. And I asked for 75 to 100 pips of stop loss if you're entering, and it did not hit the stop loss. And it did have a little bit of push alongside Euro Canadian, but not as aggressive as Euro Canadian. And during the New York session, coming back to DMA and currently working at 1 hour DMA and 4-hour DMA too. It's not a bad trade, still valid. My entry is still there. I might add another one soon. Um, we'll see. But this is still valid, but haven't played out yet. GBP this one I called a sell limit for you guys at the level. Now you can see why I did that. Um, price consolidating below 4-hour DMA, and we have all candles below yearly moving average. And with this high being created here at this level, but not touching it, and then coming one more time without touching it and staying to consolidate here, I'm expecting a push to this level and even possibly to this level. So if you feel comfortable, you can put your stop loss above the other level that we have here, which will makes it 150 pips of stop loss. But this trade can give you about 700 to 800 pips. And with that, with 150 pips, you're looking at more than 1 to 5. So don't be greedy um in that part. But my stop loss as of right now is around here. So I'll see how it plays out. Next thing, gold. It did have a very aggressive push starting the week and still continuing the push, to be honest. And it went about 1,000 pips up start of the week. We did have it was pretty obvious that it's happening, but it was not enough for entry for me at least. So I'm not into this trade personally. This part I was into the trade. This was also about 1,000 pips, but it was not traded by me. My bot took it. So my bot has a little bit of easier rule than me, so that's why it did took the trade. And looking at silver, it looks pretty good. I'm expecting a push on silver, to be honest. I think it's just gonna explode. And Bitcoin, surprisingly, is going up. I was expecting it to drop. I was in a sell in one of these situations. I think here. And as of right now, it's coming back up. It did stop at the level at 88,000. You can expect 90,000 to be hit to 90,600. But right now, it's kind of stopping at the level. In order for me to confirm the buy, I need a nice consolidation here. This is Bitcoin. It just doesn't just move. It requires lots of consolidation every time before every move, as you can see. So I'm being patient with that. And lastly, US 30, um, it's continuing to drop. Nothing surprising because of the yearly moving average here, but I don't really trade, you know. So if you wanted to do this area bearish engulfing right at 4-hour DMA, would have been here with a nice touch to the DMA up here. No cross, it was before cross, but if you wanted to take it, it would be a nice trade. Hope you enjoyed this. Weekly analysis will come back next week, same time, to go over what happened and possible opportunities for next week. If you're watching in YouTube, please leave a comment and like the video. And if you're in the session right now, thank you for joining. Peace out.